Well, and it's time now for sports, and it's all about the World Cup. We have reached the quarterfinals in Brazil. VOA's Sonny previews that the matches with three colleagues in our VOA Penalty Box. Take it over.
The field for the quarterfinals is now set at the Football World Cup in Brazil. France versus Germany will kick things off Friday. Robert, how do you see this?
The French definitely believe they can do this. I mean, Germany are a strong team. They've got a great manager. They're looking to win their first title in something like 18 years. But at the same time, a lot of people feel, especially after the match against Algeria, that Germany's defense is very shaky and they really escaped because Algeria didn't have better finishing skills. The French, on the other hand, have a great manager, a guy who's put back discipline on the team.
Young team.
Yeah, but they still had some of the players who were in that disaster in South Africa 4 years ago. And now he has a cohesive group. He has a really strong team that can really put it together. And a lot of not only French people, but German people believe French are going to win this match on Friday. I was reading an online poll. It's an online poll, not scientific, but 35% of German fans believe France have the better team and will beat Germany this time around.
Also Friday, Brazil will host Colombia in a spicy South American affair. Ramon, you were in Brazil. How do you see that match?
Well, the environment is spicy. That's almost an understatement. This is hands down, I think, the most or one of the most exciting matches, not just in the quarterfinals, but this entire World Cup up to date. Brazil has to play top notch. I think they've looked a little shaky in their last couple matches, especially against Mexico, and then Chile played superbly well against them, almost got away. They have to fill those gaps. Neymar has to come through as a superstar. But look, this Colombian team, I think, is going to give them a run for their money, and
I agree.
And I think they're actually better maybe than Chile and Mexico. So their star, James Rodriguez, 5 goals, the most of any player of the World Cup at this point. It's going to be a fascinating matchup to see him and Neymar head-to-head.
Do you see James as maybe the breakout star in Brazil?
I think so. I think he's also a leader. He has scored 5 goals. He also has 2 assists, but he's really brought, I think, a cohesive unit to this Colombian side that's going to be strong for the remainder of this World Cup, but also for years to come.
Let's move to Saturday now. Belgium will battle Argentina. Parke, how do you see that game?
Well, it's most interesting that these two teams in the quarterfinals, they're the only two that came through the first round with the maximum 9 points. They won all 3 of their games in the first round. And in addition to that, both teams had to go to extra time.
That's right.
In the knockout round. Very interesting. So neither team will have an advantage as far as their physical capabilities. They've all played the extra time. Neither team, while they both scored 3 wins in the first round, neither of them was as impressive as we might have expected them to be. Lionel Messi, of course, the star for Argentina. We'll see if he can keep it going. And Belgium, of course, had that great game against the United States where they just attacked. And, they could have had 4 or 5 goals if not for Tim Howard, the United States' great goalkeeping. So I think this is going to be a very good matchup. It'll be interesting to see if this one goes to extra time.
Okay, last quarterfinal on Saturday. I'll throw it open to everybody. Los Ticos from Costa Rica, maybe the surprise package in the quarterfinals, take on the Orange, the Dutch. What do you think?
I think that's very exciting to see the only non-South American and European team remainder, and some people are considering this the last Cinderella team in this tournament. So everybody is excited for that. I know a lot of Brazilians will be going for the Ticos in that match. It's really exciting to see this small Central American team do so well. And are they Cinderella team? Yes, by our standards they are. But they've played extremely well to try to put any sort of title on them as a Cinderella team. I think almost gives the other team an unfair advantage.
No, I agree, Ramon. And aside from the fact that the Ticos have played beautifully the entire tournament, there's no clear favorite in this World Cup so far. And yes, the Dutch have always found a way to get it done with those late winners, including in that glorious round of 16 match against Mexico. But you can't take it for granted that they're going to beat Costa Rica. So, there would be, I think, there have been a lot crazier things happening in football, I think, and in this World Cup than to expect Costa Rica to come through this match.
But let's not forget, the Dutch have the experience. They were the runners-up 4 years ago. Right. You've got a lot of guys on this team that have been through it, whereas, the Los Ticos, the Costa Ricans, they're